Thank you, Chair Bonamici, and thank you to all the witnesses today for being here. The programs we are discussing are crucial to supporting new mothers and children through the early stages of childhood and setting up entire families for success. Ms. Turner, I want to thank you for your comment just now that investing in our children is investing in our communities. That is something very important to remember. Despite the program's continued success for those who utilize it, we know that in recent years, the WIC program has seen a significant decline in participants. This is especially concerning in light of all of the child hunger crisis that we've seen caused by COVID-19. So my question is for Ms. Garrett. In your work as a WIC state director, do you find that many families are unaware that they qualify for the program?
So thank you for your question, Representative Hayes. Yes, we find that a lot of our parents find that they are not actually eligible for the WIC program. And so we'd like to thank Congress for the passage of the $880 million that would allow for WIC modernization and outreach to actually help families to find out that they're actually eligible, and also looking at expanding adjunctive eligibility to Head Start families, and to also people who are getting CHIP, and then for the food distribution program on Indian reservations. Folks don't know that they are eligible, and that is where we're finding that we have 43% of the nation's participants who could actually benefit from the program. So putting measures in place to expand the program would be a great benefit.
Thank you. That is actually a problem that I've been working on during my time in Congress, and it actually has received bipartisan support. This month, I introduced the WIC for Kids Act with Representative Jenniffer González-Colón. This legislation would expand adjunctive eligibility to include members of a family participating in SNAP, Medicaid, and TANF, and expand eligibility to those participating in Head Start, Early Head Start, the food distribution programs on Indian reservations that you just referenced, and the Children's Health Insurance Program. Our bill also extends child certification periods to 2 years and provides flexibility so families can recertify at the same time. Next question for you, Ms. Garrett, as well. I'm glad to see that you recommend expanding adjunctive eligibility to Head Start in your testimony. Can you share more about why adjunctive eligibility to this program and others would help families?
Well, families have already gone through the eligibility process for attainment or participation in those programs. And if we align our certification eligibility guidelines along with those, adjunctive eligibility means almost quote unquote automatic eligibility into the WIC program. So it makes it much easier if the families have already been determined eligible for those other programs, then they would be automatically eligible for the WIC program and can have those benefits. In the past, we have partnered with healthcare with Head Start in providing nutrition appointments, certifications, nutrition education right there in the Head Start centers, where parents can actually come, drop their children off for Head Start, take care of their WIC certification appointments and nutrition education appointments, and get their benefits and take it in one fell shot.
Thank you. I've actually seen that in my own district, in my community. We have Head Start centers that are community-based centers where there is housing, there is employment, there are just all of these wraparound services that once parents drop off their children, they can access. I'm very proud that my community has started that. I was a Head Start child myself, and all of my children went through Head Start. And like Ms. Burris, I was a young mom who accessed the WIC program. The other thing that I'm hearing a lot of, and Ms. Turner kind of touched on it, is the need for an additional snack during the day. So with the remainder of my time, Ms. Turner, can you just, if there's anything else you want to share about why that is important?
Absolutely. Thank you again for that question. Resources, everyone is not able to provide, especially with the pandemic, especially with job loss and food insecurity on a whole. Everybody's not capable of providing. And so it's important to take care of children who are not responsible for the state that they're in. They shouldn't go hungry, rather because of access.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Madam Chair. With that, I yield back.